how to scale your business on YouTube with humans. And I specifically said humans for this reason. We're in this AI era right now, and so many business owners are like, should I be putting AI into my business? What LLM should I use? And the questions that they're asking are just generally wrong. And the reason I say they're wrong is because AI is just a tool, just like a phone, just like a vehicle, or any other tool that exists. So yes, you should be using it. It doesn't necessarily mean everything about the business has to be AI now. And this is where I think a lot of business owners are looking at it in the wrong way. Now, AI, as a full stack developer, I use every single day. Okay, I have some elements of AI in my software, but it's not doing every single thing. And the reason being is you can still build things that doesn't really require AI, but it's automated. And what I mean by that is you can build in certain algorithms, certain functions that just do things automatically. That is some level of artificial intelligence, right? Because you have programmed it that way. But where people are going wrong is they keep focusing on, I should be doing AI everything. And then what you get is AI slop, which is a common phrase now, and just a poor quality of work. And think of the big companies like Apple. They didn't just jump onto making their own LLM. They waited quite a while before they even added some AI to Siri, which is something that they've had for quite a long time. But not everything has to be pushed into AI, because there are things that human beings still just do better than the AI. And if you're wanting to scale your business on YouTube specifically, think of it like this. These videos are human first. It's not AI. This is not AI generated, okay? This is human generated. And the value in that is opportunities will come your way, clients will come your way. That's why you watch a channel like mine, because you want strategies, you want the software that can actually help your business do well on YouTube. And I call these type of businesses YouTube first enterprises. The reason being is because businesses that are doing YouTube videos on a consistent basis, a daily basis, they're doing unique content, understand that that is the way now to get customers. You get customers and clients through being known for your brand, being known for your product or service. That's just the way it is. So you can actually scale your business on YouTube with humans and taking a human first approach by using YouTube. Now you can be doing videos on a daily basis, weekly basis. I would definitely prefer doing it on a daily basis, because one, you get into a habit of doing videos all the time. Two, you're refining your message. And three, you are going to be doing way more content than the average business or person or creator. Now, here's a statistic for you. Over 100 million creators online make less than $15,000 every single year. That's pretty much almost half of the creators in the world make less than 15,000. And I would bet that that same 100 million probably do less than 100 pieces of content a year. And I'm talking long form, short form, probably more than that. But long form, for sure, they're not doing 100 videos. Definitely not. Now, I've seen the data. I've shown you in previous clips before with the software that I have called Alfina, where we track everything in the creator economy, the movers and shakers of the creator economy, specifically people on YouTube. And there's always a correlation with people who have way more videos to subscribers and viewership and engagement, because it's volume, okay? One, they documented the journey, just like how I am here. I'm documenting the rise of first party and Alfina AI and Lydia and all my other softwares, right? I'm documenting it through YouTube because I want to be able to look back in the next few years and say, oh yeah, those were the humble beginnings, right? Now we're $1 billion company, right? God willing. But the point I'm making is you can get scale by building up a library of content. And if you keep building up a library of content, then people in your niche, people in your sector, your industry, they'll start to look at you and think, they've been doing a lot of YouTube. I wonder why. And then they'll start to see that your business is actually growing. because you're expanding, you're moving into different locations, new warehouses, right? New offices, whatever the case is for your business, you can actually get that scale through YouTube. And I'm going to keep banging the drum of YouTube enterprise because I believe it. You know, I get people literally reaching out to me and wanting to collaborate based off of the YouTube videos that I've done. Now, think about that. Companies and businesses, well, companies, businesses, individuals will reach out to you based on the content that they see. It's about living rent free in the mind of your consumer. You've got to be top of mind every single day, because if you're not, it's going to be somebody else. And if you're a business who doesn't use social, like short form Instagram, TikTok, or you don't use shorts on YouTube, or you just don't do long form, then you're essentially invisible. And nobody wants an invisible business because it's not going to make any money. You know what I mean? It's not going to make any money at all. So to achieve scale with human beings, one, you've got to create the content. Two, you've got to make sure you're doing content every day. That's what I would recommend, because that's what I'm doing. Okay. And once you've done those things and you start to see some results and you can actually earn more revenue and reinvest that, reinvesting into humans whilst doing YouTube will pay dividends. And when I say humans, I mean an editor, okay? That's going to be a big win for your business. A thumbnail designer, another big win. A YouTube strategist. If you got one or if not all of those three people on your team, you are in a much better position. And of course, a videographer. If you got somebody who can literally just film you every day as you're doing your business, and then you document that and post, that is the secret sauce right there. Because every single creator that I've studied and watched, they all do this to some capacity. Some are a bit more, I would say, adventurous than others, right? But they understand how the game works. They understand that, is it cringe to go to the coffee shop and have someone just filming you? Well, it used to be, but not anymore. You know why? Because when certain creators go to these coffee shops in cities like Miami or London or San Francisco or New York or Los Angeles, you know, these hubs, they get recognized. Why? Because the people who's studying them or watching them know who they are based on the content. So you've got the double effect there. It's like then people are seeing you do the thing in real life. You already know that, well, those are the people who are watching you, so you get into views, and then it's an ecosystem that is made in heaven, because you've now closed that gap with your viewer. And because you've closed that gap with your viewer, you've got to a point where they feel satisfied about the views that they have given to you, because they're like, oh, I saw this person in real life. And that might not be the situation for your business. You might not be a influencer or creator-led business. However, if you are documenting your journey, you can still get the same effect through the camera. You can still achieve that same level of closeness from you and the viewer just by documenting it. And as I said, if you can start to scale with humans to an editor, thumbnail designer, a strategist, and a videographer, that is really all you need on the team of media. And of course, those people have to be, very good at what they're doing, of course. But the main thing is, you only need those four. If you have those four people on your media team, you can now start to scale your business on YouTube, and you'll be able to pump out a lot more content, which will get more views, which will then lead to more customers, more bookings, more, discovery calls. Whatever your business model is, you can get more of that if you're doing more YouTube videos. So as I've told you before, and I sound like a broken record, but I don't care. I am going to continue to make a lot more YouTube videos, 1 to 3, maybe 4 times a day. And I'm going to post on YouTube like I would post on Instagram, TikTok, and any other short form, right? YouTube shorts. And that will be beneficial because that same level of cadence and frequency will have even more of an impact over the long term because it's YouTube. It's a more established platform. So if I just keep popping up on the homepage on somebody's page or someone's channel, someone's interface, right? They're gonna be like, I keep seeing this guy, blonde hair, jacket. I'm gonna just click on his videos, and that's how it works. It takes time, absolutely, but as I've told you, if you're building up your trust score, you're putting out content, getting to thousands and thousands and thousands of minutes, then eventually it catches up. And then when it does catch up, that's when you start to win on YouTube. You know, the 50K, 100K brand deals are not that far off. But you'll never get to those things if you don't post. So if you do want to scale on YouTube and your operations might be messy, you don't know, you have your email list, right? You're paying crazy money for multiple different softwares. I've built something that is essentially tailor-made for YouTube enterprises. It's called First Party, and it's built specifically for businesses who want to grow on YouTube. So I've done a long video on it. You can check that here or one of these places. And then if you sound something of interest to you, then just book a call. The link is in the description, and I'd be happy to show it to you and see how it can benefit your business to help you win this year, next, and beyond. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.